Embattled Republican Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has finally, for some strange reason, decided to back off of his claims that the election was stolen from Donald Trump in 2020. Now, let's not forget, Paxton actually led a lawsuit that went to the Supreme Court challenging the results of the 2020 election. The case was not taken up by the court, and because of that, Paxton is now facing a petition in his home state of Texas by members of the Texas State Bar to have him disbarred, to take away his law license. So earlier in July, Paxton had to submit his own petition, and in the petition, he didn't say that he filed the suit because of widespread voter fraud, which is something he had alleged in the past. He didn't say that the election was stolen. Nope, he softened his language, changed his tune a little bit, and said there were irregularities. You know, there were some irregularities in the election, and hey, we're just trying to get to the bottom of it. My lawsuit was neither frivolous or unethical. I did what I had to do because of irregularities. Now, you may not think that that is a huge departure from going out there and pounding tables and saying, there was fraud, damn it. But in the eyes of the law, it is, okay? And he knows that. So that's why he softened the language like, oh, nobody's talking fraud here, folks. We're just saying there's irregularities, right? You know. So what are those irregularities, you might ask? Well, according to Paxton, Pennsylvania changed the law and let people vote by mail. Yeah, that's actually one of the irregularities he's talking about, and which is why his suit basically got laughed out of the Supreme Court. Oh, and by the way, the Supreme Court also smacked down one of his legal arguments as not true because he had also falsely claimed to the courts that the state of Pennsylvania was not following their own signature match law, which, as the Supreme Court pointed out to him, that law doesn't exist, buddy. Sorry, thanks for playing. So the fact that he filed a lawsuit for which, one, he didn't have standing. As the Texas Attorney General, you have no right to challenge the way other states conduct elections. You didn't even have standing, but you filed the suit anyway. You filed it based on a law that didn't even exist. Like you tried to challenge a law that didn't exist. And now you're trying to fight to keep your law license? You file a suit where you don't have standing against a law that's not even real. I would say that warrants disbarment, in my opinion. Of course, I am not a member of the Texas State Bar, so I don't have a say in any of this, but come on, folks. Would you go to a lawyer that knowingly filed a lawsuit that, one, he didn't even have the right to file, and two, was based on something that didn't exist? No, you would look at this guy and be like, wow, you're an idiot. You're challenging things that aren't even real. You're claiming irregularities when it's just a law passed in another state. You can't do that, Ken Paxton, who was also, by the way, indicted several years ago for fraud, still awaiting that trial. Well, folks, that's the story of Ken Paxton, right? Oh, by the way, he's also under another investigation right now that's probably going to lead to more indictments that involves things like bribery and deception and all kinds of other fraud. So yeah, Ken Paxton probably going to go down. Whether or not he gets disbarred for his frivolous lawsuit is a different story. But considering all of the other things that could be coming down the pipeline to criminally charge him, I think it's a fairly safe bet that this guy is eventually going to be disbarred. And even his endorsement from Donald Trump this past week isn't going to save him from any of that. But see, there's the other side of the coin, isn't it? Because Trump came out and endorsed him last week. The endorsement came out before this story broke that Ken Paxton was trying to argue to the Texas State Bar that, hey, I'm not saying fraud. He softened his language on Trump's claims. So I wonder how well that's going to sit with Donald Trump, right? You got your good buddy over there in Texas, just got your endorsement only for you to find out that he's trying to back off your big lie. Let's see if he keeps that endorsement after this. I'm guessing he will because Donald Trump has a horrible track record of picking losers. But nevertheless, things aren't looking so great for Ken Paxton. And hopefully, legally, he eventually gets what he deserves on that front.